Hey, you guys. Okay, now I want to show you how to place an order for yourself. So this could be you lumping together orders from your customers. This could be, placing any of your future orders. Okay. And so, as your sales director, I usually help with your first order and then the second one. Sometimes consultants like me to show them. And I thought, you know what? I'll put that in a video so that you guys can see how this works. And so in here, you're going to go under ordering and you go ahead and click that. And it brings us here. And the easiest way we have found is clicking on one page order sheet. This is our new Intouch. And so getting it the way that is the simplest, always works well for me. So we do one page order sheet, and it's just taken a minute to come onto our screen. Okay, so now we are here under one page. And so all the categories are right here on your screen. And the only other thing that's a little bit tricky is, let me move myself out of the way, is when you first, let me see, okay. When we first hit skincare, it opens up the whole category. It opens up all the categories. And I like to see the titles. So I click on skincare, then I come back and I collapse all over here in this right hand. And then when you go back in, it gives you all of the titles. Okay. So that way you can see all of our different skincare. And so say you had your launch party, or had one of your perfect start or power start parties, and you're gathering the sales tickets and you're putting them in Intouch so that you can order the products, or maybe you didn't have them all on hand or whatever. Okay. So first we would start out in the time wise. So I'm assuming you probably have some Miracle Set customers. And so this one will show you the normal to dry. And then if you go down to where it says the ultimate, this includes the eye cream. So I highly recommend always, um, you know, selling them the Miracle Set with the eye cream, because, it's 24-hour coverage on our eyes, which is fantastic. And so then you come down and you're going to add in the things, if you're gathering 7 different people's orders, you're putting them in here. If you are increasing the products you have on hand so that you can get to profit level, you're coming through and you are grabbing the items that you need. And these are all like under time wise. Okay. So when I finish with that category, what I do is I come back up and I go back to the main screen again under skincare. And then we'll go to time wise repair. So say you sold a time wise repair and that set is 215. And so what you're seeing at the bottom of your screen. So I put the one in there. So then I'll click away and then it'll add it down here. So if you look down here, it's showing 683 retail and 341.50 wholesale. Okay. So that is that, and continues to show you. Say you go to clinical solutions and that dynamic wrinkle limiter is thebomb.com. And so you're like, okay, I'm getting one for my customer, one for myself. Okay. But anyway, so all of the different categories are in here. Okay. So say you're done with skincare and you're like, you know what? I don't have the CC creams quite yet. So I'm going to come into where the CC creams are, and I'm going to get some CC creams for me and my clients getting on. And then you have to know, are you going to see all skin types? I meet women everywhere I go. And so they are all of the different shades of my foundations and of my CC cream. So that's kind of how I do it. My normal is medium to deep throughout the year. Then in the summers, I go deep. Okay. So I live in Florida and I get really dark. Even my foundations, I go to bronze. And so then you come through here. So if you look down at the bottom, retail $9.75, wholesale. That wholesale is what we pay for it. So this includes the 50% discount. Okay. Now the other thing to note to you is if I'm going to come back up under skincare. And I wanted to show you, and it's just really kind of worth it. So I'm going to get rid of this. So you have to get to 450 retail over here, you guys, in order for it to show up with a discount. And that's just really important. So I'm going to see if I can get it to drop below to kind of show you guys. And go back to my CC creams because I think that's where the rest of it is. Okay, so if we take these off. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Oh, okay. It didn't do it, you guys, because this is under me and I'm already active. And so it already gave me the 50% discount. But just know if you're not active, if this is your first order that you're placing, or if this is, after you're active, it has to over here retail bring you to 450, and the wholesale then has to be 225 or higher in order for you to be active and for you to get that discount. So anyway, I wanted to show that. Okay, so sorry, I thought it might show up like that. So I'm going to add a few more of these things back on. And okay, so that is all that. And then let's just go so right here. So it's 460 retail, 230 wholesale. So at least I would know it's an activating order. Okay. Then I'm just going to show you where you go. So you would put all of your different customers from that party's orders in here. And we'll go into in-depth training on, are you building your inventory? Are you building your store using your customers' money? Did you invest in your store? So we'll go through all those questions so you know how to build this. Okay. So, but once I clicked on the shopping bag, it brought me here. I'm going to click on checkout. And so then what it's going to do, it's going to bring me to, like the shipping address that they have on file and things like that. You can pick either standard or premium shipping. It's, doesn't matter to me usually. Then what we do is we then continue to payment. And so ProPay is how we charge our credit cards. So when your customers use their credit card, you already charge their card. So hopefully you watched my video that talked about how to do my customers, my orders, and a weekly accomplishment sheet. So that video shows you how to take whatever they purchased on the sales ticket, put it into Intouch, put them as a customer into my customers, then add that sales ticket under my orders, and then you charge the cards. Okay. So if you see over here on the left-hand side, I have $888 in my ProPay account. And so this order, if you look over to the right, 460 retail, 50% discount, brought me to 230 wholesale. My shipping is on there. They charge tax on the full retail amount. So they charge tax on the 460 plus the shipping, the $13.95. And that's where the $33.18 comes in. And the reason they charge tax, you guys, on the retail is Mary Kay files our sales tax for us monthly. And so we don't have to do that. So that's how they do that. And so then my total is $277.13. So if I wanted to use my ProPay balance, I would enter right here $277.13. I would hit apply, and then I would check this box and my order would go. It would be submitted. So I just wanted to share that with you because I think it's really, really helpful to kind of navigate in here. But don't be afraid to ask any questions because it is brand new. And so we're here for you. And I just thought I'd give you this tutorial just so that you could come on and see how it could work. Okay. So with that is our video on placing a product order. So yay.